Okay guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to blink an LED light emitting diode in Arduino IDE. So once you open your Arduino IDE, this is the first page you are going to be faced with. It's the default code for Arduino. And so we have the void setup function and the void loop function. The void setup, from its name, implies a function that helps you set the pins of your microcontroller to what you want them to do, either serve as input or output. And then the void loop function is the function that helps you state what you want the system you are building to do. So to blink an LED, the first thing we are going to do is to get a pin number and get a variable. You can look at this data sheet. This is an ESP8266 data sheet. So you can look at this point right here. It says GPIO 16, GPIO 5, GPIO 4, 0, and then 2. So we're going to be using GPIO 2 for this test. So the first thing you're going to do is to, let me just create some space. And then we're going to create a variable. The variable is a number, which is the 2, and a number is an integer. So in Arduino IDE and generally in programming, numbers are integers, numbers are floats, but for this course, it's an integer. So we're just going to write int, and then we're going to give it a variable name. So let's just choose Nigeria. So Nigeria, and then we are going to set that equal to 2, since we are picking the pin number 2. So 2, and then we have a semicolon. And then the next thing we are going to do is to head down to void setup, and we're going to set this pin to output. So it's going to be pin mode set to a parenthesis, and then we're going to, the variable we declared, we're going to use it here. So Nigeria, and then yeah, we said we are setting it to output, so caps lock output, and then your semicolon, because every line has to end with a semicolon. If not, there's going to be a compilation error. So we head down to void loop, and here we're going to define how we want the LED to function. So how we actually want the LED, the LED to function, is that we want it to come on and we want it to go off. So we want it to come on for like 2 seconds and then go off for another 2 seconds and continue looping up like that. So come on for 2 seconds, go off for 2 seconds. So in Arduino and in programming generally, I think one thing you have to understand is that it may not be exact language you use in everyday physics. So you just have to make your own research on what is permissible. But if you learned programming, you know the the terminologies to apply. So in Arduino, we typify 2 seconds by 2000 milliseconds. So a second is 1000 milliseconds. So we're going to do 2 seconds, which is just 2000 milliseconds. So right here, we're going to write digital write. And what this means is that any digital system is ones and zeros. It's either it's on or off, high or low. So this digital write is a function, and then we call the variable again that we declared earlier, Nigeria, comma, and then we're going to use caps lock high. So what this does is it sets the system to on, like the LED, this LED right here, it sets it to come on, and then don't forget your semicolon. The next line is going to be delay. So that's where we use the 2000, yeah, 2000 milliseconds, and then your semicolon. So the next line is more like a repeat of everything. Digital rights and Nigeria. And this time around, we are setting it to low because we want it to go off. Low, and then your semicolon, very important. Then the delay We set it to 2000 milliseconds, and we're going to give it a semicolon. So one of the things you should check out for is that the board you have plugged into your system is, it shows here through the ports. Mine is showing generic ESP8266 module, and it's at COM4, so it's connected. um I think everything is okay, so let's just upload the codes. You can see it's flickering very fast, like on and off. So all right, it's done uploading. So we're just going to press the reset button. Stays off for 2 seconds, come on for 2 seconds, stay off for 2 seconds. All right, in the next video I'm going to be teaching you how to regulate the brightness of the LED. Thank you for watching.